Hello, it's Andrew from RealSpeak here, and today I wanted to take a look at some job interview questions in English. And the first question being a very typical question, which is tell me about yourself. It's one of the most common questions asked in job interviews. So, how to answer it? First of all, try not to repeat exactly what's on your resume or CV. The interviewer already knows that. This is your chance to make a good first impression. It's generally an icebreaker, and there are many ways to answer it. So, firstly, let's look at this from the point of view of the interviewer or the company. They may have up to 100 job seekers looking for this job, and basically they want to eliminate people. So try to keep this part of the interview generic by not mentioning something like personal opinions or likes or dislikes, as the recruiter or the interviewer, well, they may have an opposing opinion. So if you say something like, I like rock music, and the interviewer doesn't like rock music, chances are you might be eliminated. Also, when they ask you the question, tell me about yourself, do not talk about your personal or family life. The recruiter isn't really interested in this, and you'll be wasting time. So use this opportunity to expand on your qualifications, professional experience and achievements, and to convince the recruiter that you are the right person for this job. So try to expand on some of the content of your resume or CV, and perhaps start with, as you can see on my resume, or as you can see on my CV, and then explain or expand on something which is highly relevant to the job you're being interviewed for. Because after all, you should have adjusted your resume or CV to make it appropriate for this job. You don't just send out generic CVs or resumes to all the jobs you apply for. And also here, to have made it to interview, you've not yet been eliminated, so your resume or CV is safe to use. The interviewer will be interested in expanding on some of the ideas presented in that document. So, when expanding on ideas, achievements, or responsibilities or previous employment, keep it relevant to the new job. Start in the past and work your way up to the most recent idea, achievement, or employment, and make sure you connect these ideas to the job role you're applying for, because you have useful transferable skills and experience which will help you succeed in a new job role. Now, this is like telling a story perhaps about your work history, but what you have to do is make each part of the story make sure it's focused on accomplishments, achievements, responsibilities that you had. Perhaps you can elaborate on an example of a time that you saved money, or you saved time in a previous job, or you increased efficiency or productivity, or you've solved a big problem. These ideas are quantifiable. They can be measured in numbers such as cost, time, or efficiency. These are good things to explain. Also, try to keep this answer under a minute long. And when you end it positively with something like, now I'm here today and I am excited to learn more about this opportunity. So, the reason you've been called to interview is to demonstrate how your skills and experience are relevant to the new job role. You don't need to waste time talking about something which is not connected to this new opportunity. And before you've read and memorized the requirements of the role, your resume or CV should have been adapted to the requirements of this role. So this question is where you have a great idea, a great opportunity to create a really good first impression and expand on your achievements or previous employment, and explain to the interviewer how these achievements, responsibilities, or job roles put you in a great position. This is why they should employ you and not the other candidate. So while answering this question, you can tell the interviewer, so in the position of, and mention the new job role, I believe you are looking for someone with, and then talk about the skills you've spoken about. It's a great trick as it engages the interviewer and demonstrates that you understand the person profile the employer is looking for. Then, to convince the interviewer that you're the only candidate suitable for this job, you could say something like, with my skills, experience, accomplishments, and mention some of the specific ones here, I'm confident that I'll be able to succeed as, and then the job title of the role you're applying for. And at this part of the interview, you need to try to move the conversation onto the new opportunity, not the past. The recruiters need to be told why they should employ you, how your experience links to the new job, and how you will succeed. So keep this part of the interview short and end it with, now I'm here today and I'm excited to learn more about this opportunity. As always with job interviews, it's a good idea to prepare what you want to say. It takes time and it takes practice. Interviews in a second or third language need not be stressful. So, if you want some advice on job interview techniques, or you want to perfect and practice your script, why not book a class with me? Thank you very much. Goodbye.